Dark and Darker, how to level up fast. So we've got another playtest right at our doorstep, and something I always think about when a new playtest starts is how can I level up fast? Because I think the most important thing that you could do is get more skills and perks by getting your character to level 5, 10, and 15 before other players. Loot's nice, but if you die, you lose it all. And PvP is fun, but you probably want to get the levels beforehand. I'll talk about that stuff in a separate video. So the best way I can think of doing this to get your levels up quickly is, first of all, they have a new B1 map coming out. Hopefully it'll be on this test, and if so, it'll be 30 players, a solo queue, but will probably be a little more sweaty than you might think. In case it doesn't work out, this video is for you. These rooms I have in this video are going to be for people that don't really want to get in PvP, but want to get some quick levels before leaving each time in the dungeon. If you die, you don't really lose a lot. These are enemies that you can kill relatively easy without having crazy good gear. Now, we do not know exactly how much experience you get per kill or how it scales depending upon the enemy that you're killing. We do know, although, that when you kill wraiths, skeleton champions, and or stuff from the Inferno dungeons, that those give you a lot more experience. We just don't know how much. We also are pretty sure that spiders give you little to nothing. To start off, we would suggest that you go to the Crypt. The Crypt is great because it's a bunch of skeletons. I find there's not very many skeleton archers. That's the one that really bothers me more than anything. And there's a lot of obstacles around to where you can actually just run away from the skeletons and not get swarmed. The next room I would suggest would be the tombs. The tombs are great because it's a lot of mummies and they don't all spawn at once. So if you walk down the line, you might get them every other little portion of the area, and then on the other side too. Mummies are nice because they move extremely slow. The problem is they're very loud, so if other players are nearby, you might have some PvP action. There's also a healing altar inside there, so that's beneficial in case you start to mess up a bit. The other place I like is a place I call the Mums. Mums is nice because it's one big chest that typically requires lockpick, might not, has a bunch of jewelry, and then just has about 6 to 8 mummies that spawn. Again, mummies are really easy to kill, so this place is a good option. The next place I'd suggest is the canyon. People normally don't think the canyon is a good spot for fighting, but once you kill those 2 dragonflies, which are a pain to actually hit, especially with ranged weaponry, you look down, there are a lot of zombies down there. Now, typically people don't look down below, so you should be able to kill most of them down there with considerable ease. Be sure you bring torches and be sure you drop them early though, because there are traps down there. The next place I would suggest is the chapel. The chapel does have a skeleton mage in there, but the best way to be a skeleton mage is to get it around a corner and it will just shoot a fireball at the wall if you move out of the way, and it can even hurt and possibly kill itself. I believe you still get the experience when the skeleton mage kills itself, but also you have skeleton archers, you have skeleton swordsmen, guardsmen, and some bats as well. They seem to be decently spread out, so it's a lot of loot and a lot of experience in a very small area. The final place I'd suggest is the pool. The pool is great because it summons a lot of zombies and a bunch of mummies, but you also have a decent number of chests and a bunch of doors, so if need be, you can just bottleneck them and kill them one by one, or you can just run around in circles until you kill them all eventually. There are some other places that probably could be named, but I don't have names for them, so if you just walk around, you'll typically find more skeletons and zombies. Just about any of those places are good. There's a lot of places that can actually be cheesed by an archer or a mage. I'm not going to get into those in this video. Thanks for watching my video. As always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified. Also, this is a lurkit code for a game called Cryofall. If you want it for free, just put it into Steam and you'll get it. It's for the first people here, so be sure that you're watching the videos as much as possible, because I'm going to be sneaking in some codes in every couple of videos. Also, if you want to see my new video talking about all the map locations and points of interest, I have it right here. Be sure to hit it, and I'll see you next time.